Dima is the victim of artificial incest. Her mother gave birth to her own mother.
But I gave birth to my husband. Years ago, my husband died in a car accident. I went through a cloning procedure, passing his genes on to our child. During the pregnancy, my belly slowly grew larger, filled with overflowing joy and anticipation. On the day of his birth, to avoid being discovered, I took him to the harbor. Looking at his father's identical face, my heart swelled with hope. I am his mother, but I also see him as my companion. Afraid he would be labeled a clone from childhood, I told him his father died in an accident. As time passed, our feelings crossed the boundary between mother and son. In this dangerous intimacy, I lost myself. Then one day, as he entered adolescence, he suddenly brought a girl home. On the surface, I welcomed them happily, but inside, jealousy drove me to madness. The next day, he went on a date with a girl holding a rabbit. She was quiet and withdrawn, but his friends treated her coldly. Because she was a clone, a neighbor warned me to keep my son away from her. It was only then that I realized how deeply the world prejudices against clones. I began to fear they would expose his identity, but in the end it was uncovered. The secret leaked by a doctor who knew. On his birthday, we prepared everything, but not a single friend came. I called and begged them, only to receive rejections. Seeing the disappointment in my son's eyes, my heart sank into an icy sea. The next day, he and I left town and moved to the seaside. A neighbor boy, Mark, came into our lives and became my son's only friend. But being around peers made him gradually aware that he didn't have a father. One night while I was working, my son played with building blocks nearby. Suddenly, he asked me a painful question.
Were you there when Father died?
Yes.
How did it happen?
Made you think of it now?
I don't know.
You know it was an accident.
What sort of accident?
Pressing again and again about the cause of the accident. But that crash is the scar I least want to touch in my heart, because I bear an inescapable responsibility for it. One day while on the swings, we both fell at the same time. Looking at his face identical to my husband's, an indescribable emotion welled up inside me.